It has finally dropped, ladies and gentlemen. Update 1 of one of the best upcoming anime games right now has finally released. And yes, I am of course talking about Update 1 of Anime Immortals. Now, of course, this video is going to be just like all of the others. We're going to be doing a bunch of grinding. We're going to be doing a bunch of maxing out. So then that way, by the end of this video, we can say that Update 1 has been completed. So yeah, smash that like button and subscribe if you do want to see more. And without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, so first things first, let's have a quick read through the update log. That way we know exactly what was added. So starting off at the very top, we have the brand new dungeons, where in these dungeons you can go ahead and fight waves of enemies, unlocking powerful upgrades, and as well you can destroy chests for loot. Not gonna lie, I really like the sound of that, especially after spending, days and days straight of fighting, the enemies on our main platform. Finally being able to like attack different enemies, that's something that I think is going to be pretty hype. But what about the other stuff? Is it just as good? Well, we do have trading system now, meaning that for you guys who really want to get like some of the best pets but you can't seem to hatch them yourselves, you can go ahead and trade for them. Now, what exactly can you trade them with? I don't know, maybe materials, coins. I guess we'll just have to find out. Then we also have a new season pass, a level cap increase to 40, meaning that you guys are going to be able to unlock even more skills. I like that. And then we also have improved console support, weekly quest gem buffs, and as well fixing other minor bugs. And awesome, just like that, the update log is now done, which means that I guess we can go ahead and immediately jump into the new stuff. So let's teleport on through. If I'm not mistaken, yes, the dungeons can be found right over here in the main world, which if we just go ahead and quickly see, enter the dungeon, fight waves of enemies. Every 3 waves you'll get a chest that spawns loot, and then you can choose powerful upgrades along the way, and then each party member gives 5% luck for loot chest drops. I see, and then I guess these are the different chests that we can get. Normal one giving us coins, gems, arcane stars, and orb of potential, and then the super chest, which is going to be a 10% chance. You can get what's different from like the other stuff, an orb of perfection, meaning that you will get guaranteed S rank stats, and as well a king's crown, and that's going to be permanently increasing your unit equip by 1. Now that sounds pretty OP. However, the biggest downside to this, I guess, is that number 1, the chest is a 10% drop, meaning you have a 1 in 10 chance, to actually get the super chest. And then from that super chest, you have a 1 in 10k chance. Yeah, unfortunately, the odds are not really stacked up against you. I'm pretty sure you have like a 1 in 100k chance of getting this. Oh well, who knows? Maybe if we keep our fingers crossed, we might be able to get it. But anyways, let's jump on into this. So, are any of my units going to be fighting with me? No, it seems to be just myself. And then if I go ahead and like, I guess start auto fighting, I am going to be immediately one-shotting them. And as well, it seems like you also get a lot of like the normal drops that you get from just like grinding out the game normally. So I guess you guys could say that grinding out the dungeons is going to be practically the same as grinding the game normally, but just with the extra bonuses. At least that's what I think. I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding it, but to my knowledge, that's how it's working. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this for a little while. So let's, I guess, quickly complete this wave over here. So then that's way we can have a look at the chest. And nice, just like that, we now have the chest unlocked. Now it seems like we can get 2 drops from this, so I'm gonna hope for that we get gems, because right now I definitely need a lot of gems, especially if I want to go ahead and upgrade my team. Now it seems like these are the upgrades that the game was talking about: increasing your stun enemies by 3%, damage by 10%, arcane stars by 2. All right, let's pick damage. I think damage is going to be really helpful. And oh, would you look at that, we managed to get arcane stars for complete free. I was not expecting that at all. Now the big question is though, what exactly happens when you die? Oh, you completely lose the dungeon. I see. That makes sense, but can we just immediately jump right back on in? Yes, it does seem so. So you guys could probably like set up like a macro or something where you can just automatically go in, press the auto fight, and then all you really have to do is like stand here. Actually, wait, no, never mind. You can't actually auto fight because for some reason your character is not going to be finding the enemies, meaning that you do actually have to like play the game like actually, like no AFKing. Guess that's a little bit of a downside, especially if you're like me and you're like already really used to the AFK part of this game. But then again, it's not like you're going to be struggling too much. Like if you pop up like a video on like, I don't know, your phone or like a second monitor if you have one, and then you just chillax, watch that video while you just run around and just, you know, spam click. This shouldn't be too difficult to, you know, grind through. Then all you have to do is get to wave 3, get the free chest, and then I guess repeat the process over and over. But anyways, apart from that though, does this dungeon have that much else to offer? No, it doesn't seem so. But am I just gonna be leaving it there? No, the same answer to my previous question. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? Let me quickly start a short time lapse of me, I guess, running around and, you know, taking out enemies. And let's see how far can I actually get in this dungeon before, you know, I actually get defeated. Probably it's not gonna be that high, but let's find out. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And okay, around 15 minutes later, as you can see, we have managed to get our very first super chest. Now, what's really good about this game mode that I didn't realize at the start was that apparently the further you get into it, the more items will drop per chest, meaning that, for example, waves 3, 6, whatever, they'll drop like 2 items, but then waves 15, 30 and higher will drop like 6, 10, 12 items, which will basically increase your chances of getting something really good like an Orb of Perfection and even the King's Crown. And keep in mind, by the way, all this took me was around like 10 minutes of grinding. Imagine if you get like a full like lobby of people and you're just grinding this out non-stop. The rewards would be insane. In fact, I'm actually considering actually streaming this. Do you guys want to see me stream this game, you know, where I host some carries, we all get in the server together and we just see how high we can go? Yeah, do feel free to comment down below whether you do want to see that. Now, I guess let's go ahead and break the chest. Let's see if we're actually going to be able to get anything. Like, hey, we might be able to get the King's Crown right now, or at least we might be able to get an Orb of Perfection. Let's have a look and let's see. Come on, it's about to be taken down. Come on. Yes, awesome. Bring units. Ooh, you can bring units into this? Damn, alright, I didn't know that. That's gonna be making grinding out in this so much easier as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but at the start of this, I was kind of like, you know, is this dungeon really worth it? Like, can't I just like macro it where, you know, I complete like 3 waves and just do it again and again? Well, it seems like I was proven wrong completely. Apparently, it's so worth it to just grind this out as long as possible. And the best part is you don't even need to have like friends with you. Let's say you like to prefer like grind solo. I mean, even right now, I'm like progressing pretty far in this by myself. So yeah, props to the devs for coming up with something unique and not like another time try / protects totem. Yeah, I think you guys know what game I'm referring to, but whatever. Let's move on. So if we quickly head on outside of this dungeon, I'm pretty curious, is there like anything like really new? No, it doesn't seem so. It still seems like when it comes to like features around here, the dungeons is gonna be the only new thing. However, what I did realize is that the dungeons actually kind of buffed some of the things that were already here. For example, it is super easy to get arcane stars from the dungeon, meaning that a lot of you guys kind of can just go over here to, you know, these like crates, and then you can easily like farm this out to the point where you'll be able to get like a bunch of secret and legendary traits. Plus as well, the dungeons might be like a really good gem farm as well. However, I'm not sure if it's like too crazy. Like, are you going to be able to open up like hundreds and hundreds of, for example, these weapon crates? No, probably not. Or at least, I don't know, it's definitely not solo, but it might be with like a full server grinding out the dungeons. It could be that OP. I guess that would just have to be something that that we find out another time. But anyways, let's get back onto the grinding in this game. If I'm not mistaken, I should be able to make a bunch of equipment, especially since I was getting a lot of the materials from the dungeon. So we just quickly head on over here. Can I make a ton of these? Yes, I can. So let's just quickly do so. Then after crafting a bunch of them, let's go ahead and quickly merge all of them. If I'm not mistaken, the best one is the secret rarity. Now, are we going to be able to have enough? Probably not. I think we're going to have to spend like a few hundreds of thousands of coins. Wait, hold on. I might be able to do a little bit of maths here. So if I quickly go ahead and I do 1 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we need to do times 3 5 times, which if we go ahead and grab a calculator, that's going to be 1 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That is going to be 243 of the commons. I see. All right, now will we have enough in order to make 253? All right, we might actually have it. I see. But then again, is it really worth dropping like 243k on short swords? Probably not, actually, especially since, you know, I don't have the game passes right now in this game, and you can actually go ahead and get them free to play. So maybe, I don't know, I might wait before I go ahead and do like something crazy like that, and I'll probably try saving up for like that +1 unit equip slot. I think that would be much better use of my coins. But anyways, apart from that though, is there anything else that I can do right now? No. I think what I'm going to do is, from this point onwards, let me get back to AFK grinding, because I want to see if it's possible for me to maybe hit like 5k gems in around 24 hours, especially since apparently they really buffed these like weekly quests. Yeah, they're dropping much more gems. I'm pretty sure it was like 75 before, and now it's 120. So yeah, maybe being able to get 5k gems in today's video would be possible. And the reason being, by the way, that I do want that many gems is because I do want to go ahead and actually roll on the banner, so then that way I could try and maybe get like a legendary fighter or a secret, since at this very moment, when it comes to like fighting enemies of, you know, these waves, they're really strong. I'm getting absolutely obliterated, hence why I'm going to be needing all the help that I can get. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me get to AFK grinding, and I'll catch you guys sometime tomorrow when we hopefully have everything that we're going to need in order to get a really OP unit. See you guys then. And alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now back at the 24-hour mark, and if you have a look at the top of your screen, as you can see, I have 5.7k gems. Yes, that's absolutely right, we have well over enough in order to actually do a bunch of summoning. But the big question is though, is it going to be enough to get something good? Well, at this very moment, I am already like 1/4 of the way there to getting the guaranteed legendary. But then again, I don't know, maybe my luck might like be really bad today. There is a high chance that will happen. But don't worry, there is a solution to that. If I'm not mistaken, we have a bunch of potions ready that we can go ahead and use. Yes, we have this one, which will increase my banner luck by 30%. And as well, we have this one, which is going to be increasing it by another 10%. And oh, would you look at that? Apparently, we have an even more OP one that's going to do it for 50 whole percent. I like that. Plus as well, I made a bunch of these bad boys, which are going to be giving me even more tons of luck. I mean, 7% each, and then the most common ones are still 6 whole percent. Yeah, with everything equipped, our luck should be insane. So let's quickly go ahead and pop all of our potions. Now that they are all on, let's go ahead and let's start, I guess, rolling until hopefully we get a legendary. And there we go. I think we can take off the auto clicker now because we are out of gems. And if we have a look at our inventory, did we get anything good? All right, we got 3 mythicals, but unfortunately that seems to be it. Damn, alright, that's a little bit sad. I was kind of hoping that, you know, we'd be able to get 1 legendary, but apparently 5k gems is still not enough. Oh well, nothing I can really do about it. I guess all that really means is that I just need to grind even more, so then that way, instead of doing 5k, we have to do an even more insane number, like, I don't know, 10k gems, 20k gems, something like that. But anyways, apart from that though, When it comes to this update, I think the last thing that we have to go ahead and check out is going to be this over here, the Seasons Pass. And having a look at it, what is the best things that you can get from this? Well, it seems like you can get a ton of these like really high tiered potions, like, you know, Damage Potion 3, Banner Potion Luck 2, and as well it seems like that they're really giving out a ton of Arcane Stars as well. And then when it comes to like the final tiers, you can go ahead and get yourself a guaranteed mythical, which, not gonna lie, is a bit disappointing, especially for the free-to-play one. I would have hoped that maybe they could make this like a legendary, especially since you know how difficult it is to get a legendary right now. The season pass would be an absolute like great way to do like a bridge in between, where you know you either have to hatch for it or you can get at least one from the season pass. I think that sounds like a good idea. But yeah, apart from that though, when it comes to the pay to win side, well, it seems like it's the exact same rewards, but like much more common. Like, you know, you can get even more potions, like, but this time it's like every single tier is a tier 3. And then at the very end of this season pass, you can actually go ahead and get yourself a King's Crown, meaning that you can basically guarantee yourself +1 equip, which is pretty insane to say. And by the way, don't worry if you're not able to like pay to win in this game. What I'm thinking about it is that if you can get it for free in the season pass, then the pay to win players are going to get it, right? And then what might happen is they might want to trade it away for something else. So maybe you free-to-play players have a chance of like, I don't know, getting some kind of good offer, so then you can trade for it. Or at least I hope so. I've never used the trading system before. I have absolutely zero clue if, you know, you can actually trade equipment. So yeah, if I'm sounding like a total doofus right now, then let me know down in the comments. #SMG doofus. But anyways guys, I think this is where I'm going to be leaving off today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, we have done another video on Anime Immortals, and in my opinion, this update was pretty chill. Like, what's really good about it is that they didn't add like too much, but then again, it wasn't like too little to the point where it was nothing, you know? It's just kind of like a good balance in between. Plus as well, what I really like about these updates is that it's impossible to like max them out within a few hours. You still have to like do a lot of grinding in order to max them out. Hence why these kinds of updates are going to give you like more enjoyability for longer periods of time, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think you guys kind of get the point. There's still a lot of grinding that needs to be done in this game, which probably means that I'm gonna have to make like a part 3, part 4, how many parts is gonna take, so then we can go ahead and, you know, max out. So yeah, if you guys do want to see more videos on this game, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And yeah, apart from that though, my name is SMG. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.